This is the intro jingle. This is the K-pop DAEBAK show with Eric Nam. Ooh.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another enthralling, life-changing episode of this exquisite show, the DAEBAK show. I'm your host, Eric Nam, and today we have a very special guest, a very special guy here. I'm very excited to have him here. And I'm going to just say this is awkward because I haven't done an in-person DAEBAK show interview in like 8 months. So yeah, it's awkward to be talking to somebody. But anyways, he's here. We're going to have a good time. Let's get into it. Everybody, please welcome Woosung.
Hey guys, my name is Woosung from The Rose. Thank you for inviting me, Eric.
Thanks for coming, dude.
Yeah, for sure.
Good to see you.
Yes.
Thanks for coming. So let's see. Look at this. I haven't done an in-person interview in a while, so I'm a little nervous.
Mhm.
And to be very frank and open and honest with our listeners,
Yes.
we've seen each other a good bit over the past few weeks.
We have.
And I feel like I've learned a lot more about you and had a lot of great conversations. And so now I'm like, what else do I talk about with you? But then I
feel that.
realized like our listeners don't know.
Exactly.
And so that's why we're doing this, is so our listeners can know more about you. Now, if you guys are joining us for the first time, you guys can, of course, check this out on whatever podcast platform you guys are listening to us from. You can also check it out on YouTube. We have the full episode, right? We do. And we shot a lot of TikToks today.
Yeah, we did. I'm not much of a TikTok guy, but
Nor am I.
but it was great. Good teamwork, right?
You know what? I think it was two people who aren't the best made one great TikToker.
Amazing.
It's the synergy that we had.
We were like a puzzle piece.
It was a puzzle piece. I was missing you. You were missing me.
exactly.
And like the yin and yang, it came together. And I'm so thankful because the world is finding inner peace.
Yin and yang.
Yin and yang. Yeah, it is what it is. Why are producers laughing? Because it's so accurate.
Because it's so
Yeah.
true.
So true.
Mm.
Okay, so I know that as soon as we announced that you were joining us on the DAEBAK show, people freaked out because you have been largely quiet and
Yeah.
missing for some time. So there's a lot that we have to talk about. People want to know what you've been up to, how you've been, what you've been doing, all those things. So we're
I'm
going to do all
honored.
that. And we're going to talk about your new music,
Oh yes.
which is great, which I just heard.
oh yeah.
And I love
Amazing.
it. And I'm excited for all the new stuff that's to come. But before we do that, we should start just a little bit from the beginning because we like to do that on the show. I guess we should start with, where are you from?
I'm from a lot of places.
Yeah.
I feel like I lived in Canada, I lived in Philippines, I lived in America, I lived in Korea.
Mm.
So I'm from everywhere, I feel like.
Yeah,
Yeah,
global
yeah.
citizen.
I don't have that yet. I should probably get it though.
I mean, oh yeah, the
Yeah.
trusted traveler program. Yeah, you
'cause,
should
like,
get.
you could just go through.
I just signed up for that. I haven't been able to use it yet, so I'm
Oh.
really excited for when I can use it.
I saw some of my friends use it.
Yeah.
And I was jealous because they don't need to wait in line. They just
It's incredible.
it is amazing.
But anyways, yeah.
Yeah.
You are a global citizen. You're from all over the place.
Mhm.
But where do you consider? Do you have a place you consider like home?
I think it would be America because my mom and my
Mhm.
brother's here.
So like LA.
Yeah, Thousand Oaks ish, LA ish.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ish.
ish.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
I guess you're. I don't want to say you're from Thousand Oaks, but you consider Thousand Oaks home.
Mhm.
But you've been in Korea, in and out for the past almost 10 years.
Yeah, 9 years to be
9
exact.
years. Yeah, which is a long time.
Long time, almost a decade.
Yeah, almost a decade.
Yeah.
Same for me, 9 to 10 years.
Yeah,
And I feel like, as we had dinner a few weeks ago, and as we were talking, we're like, man, we have like similar we got there around the similar time.
We
both did different audition programs.
right.
And we've had like a lot of, I feel like we've experienced a lot of the same emotions that we probably go through
I agree.
in trying to become a singer in Korea.
Yeah.
But you started your career in Korea through this TV show called K-Pop Star,
Correct.
which is in many ways like a very legendary show. Like the people on your season.
Oh yeah, they are very. There's still many people that are like
just killing it.
killing it. Yeah,
There's
I could name like
give us just name it off for us.
Jamie, Chimini,
Yeah.
Jay from Day 6,
Right.
Card BM.
Mhm.
That's where we all met.
Hai.
Hai, uh, Pegayon.
Mm-hmm. And then season 2, 3, 4, like how?
Winner, Sungun Young.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He was in
Oh
it.
right. Winner,
Yeah, no, they're
Winner
all
Soon.
still killing it.
Everybody's still killing it.
Yeah.
But you know, it's cool to see like you've stayed friends with all those people throughout all the years.
Not all of them, but most of them, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But what round did you kind of stay up until on K-pop Star?
I got dropped right before they chose top 10. So like they were choosing the top 10,
right.
but I didn't get in top 10. Yeah.
Okay. What do you think? Like, did you have a hard time or did you have a really easy time doing that show? Because for me, like, I remember having a lot of struggles because they're like,
Yeah.
I was always jealous of your show because y'all could sing pop songs.
Oh,
And they would not let us sing pop songs.
Oh no, that's horrible. I would have been so much more stressed out.
I mean, they're like, memorize these Korean lyrics. Like, I don't know the song. And it was like every week. So I was freaking out. But what was that show experience like for you?
To be honest, it was for me, it like really got me into pursuing music as like a career.
Uh-huh.
For before I got on the show, I was half serious about it. I got lucky. I came to Korea. I was like excited about meeting new friends, and I was not that into music. It was my hobby. It wasn't like a serious, oh, I'm gonna do this. But as the round progressed and as I got higher up, I was like, you know what, this is something I want to do.
Right.
And you see, like from round 1 to like I don't know, as I go up, I get more nervous and nervous, and I start like messing up, and you know what I mean. So yeah, for me, it was a very I got to figure out what I wanted to do in the future.
Yeah.
Humbling experience. I think as a musician, I grew, even though I didn't know anything about music. Within those like 4 or 5 months, I grew a lot. Yeah.
You said you didn't always want to be like a musician or a singer, but who were your musical influences? What did you listen to growing up?
Oh my God. I always got made fun of this for some reason, but All Time Low. Like, I mean, if we were starting from the beginning, like AC/DC, Led Zeppelin, Aerosmith, like Judas Priest.
So just like a rock kid.
Well, that's how it started. And then it was like old school rock. And then what happened was I saw All Time Low, like Boys Like Girls, Never Shout Never, We the Kings, like alternative, like punk rock. And I was really into that for a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that kind of like, but you got made fun for that?
Yeah, I don't know why. All my guy friends were kind of like, you don't listen to Drake? I was like,
Yo, Drake?
I like Drake, but I just like it better.
Yeah. So after you did the show, what was your moment like where you're like, I'm going to go back to the States, I'm going to go to school, or I'm going to stay here, do music? Like, what was that process?
Oh, actually what happened was I had to graduate high school. I was in 12th grade.
Oh man, you were so young.
I was in 12th grade.
Wow.
So I had plans to go to college as like a psychology major.
Oh, okay.
Not like a nice school, but I had my little plan. But so I had like 3 months left of high school after the show, after I got dropped off the show. So I went back. I didn't know if I was going to come back at that point. I got some calls from different companies, and that's when I had to decide, like, do I want to really do this and turn my life 180, or do I just want to go as planned?
Right.
And I was 60-40, 60 college, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, because I mean, that's just been I had a goal.
Right.
And I had this all figured out.
Yeah.
Like I had steps I needed to take to get to wherever I wanted to. But I just felt like, it's one in a lifetime chance. You know what I mean? So yeah, at the end I took it. I came and I went to Korea. It was really hard though to decide.
Yeah. It's not, it's a life-altering decision.
You just, because I didn't know what was going to happen, to be honest. Yeah.
Right. It's terrifying. But I'm curious, like you said you wanted to study psychology.
I did, yeah.
Was that something that had always interested you? Like what was it about psychology that you wanted to do?
I think growing up, I always wanted to know how people really felt. I think I just wanted to know what their intentions were. Like I
Mhm.
wanted to understand their doings.
Uh-huh.
Like if they did certain things, I was like, you know, like why? Like I want to
Yeah.
know, and I wanted to feel their emotions and kind of live in their shoes
Yeah.
with those emotions. That's why I liked reading books growing up. I was
Uh-huh.
like always trying to put myself in the main character's shoes and blah
Right,
blah
right,
blah.
right.
So I was always interested in that, and I didn't. You know, I might have changed after I went to college. I never know, but that was my interest at that time.
Okay.
Yeah.
What if you were not doing music right now? What do you think you would be doing?
Maybe. Damn, I don't know. I cannot. I don't know where. A regular job, maybe.
Mm.
Like I'm pretty good with schedules. Like you know, I could show
like
up.
a routine.
Yeah, a routine works for me.
Okay.
Routine works for me. Even though I don't look like that, like routines really work for me. Like everybody thinks like I'm actually a morning person too.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I'm actually so before I met the Rose,
Uh-huh.
I always woke up like no one has to tell me to wake up early. That I just always had my eyes open by 7.
Really?
Yeah, but then what happened with the Rose is like we started like writing and all like except for Hajun, my drummer, Chaeyoung and Tojun, they're night owls. But when we write, we're writing at like 3 a.m., 4 a.m.
Oh,
So then my routine became more, you know.
nocturnal.
Exactly.
That's cool. I mean, so you've been in LA for a minute.
Yeah. Like 6-7 months now.
Yeah.
I think,
One thing that I realized when it comes to songwriting is I write all my songs during the day in LA.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what? Now that me too. Ever since I came here, I've only I start my sessions at 2:00.
Me too. It's
Yeah.
1 or 2. And then
1 or
we
2.
finish by like 6, 7, 8. Something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then
Amazing.
we're like, we're gonna go home. But in Korea, for some reason, it's like we start at like 9, 10 p.m.
Exactly. It's like that.
Why? Like, why is that? I'm so like, why is that?
I think because Korean people are more about the nightlife, the people that live there. But you know what? I don't know. Because I'm down for like, I like afternoon sessions more. Like 2:00 is like perfect.
I feel like they're good. It's like the sun's out, you've had breakfast, you've had coffee.
Yeah.
And then by the time you're out, you're done. You can go like have a drink if you want, chill,
I agree.
sleep. But there was a good 2-year period of my life where I just slept at 4 a.m. every night.
Same. I was like that right before I got here.
Oh yeah.
And now I'm sleeping at like 11, 10, waking up at like 6, 7. I'm just like,
Oh man.
yeah,
You're like a really early bird.
I am.
That's cool though. That's good.
Yeah.
All right. So going back to Korea,
Yeah.
you're in Korea. You decided to go to Korea. You signed with the label. You were there for a couple years.
Right.
You end up not debuting there.
No, yeah. It took a while.
How long were you like a trainee there?
The first company I was there for 3 years.
Okay.
And then I stopped for a little bit. I was not doing music. I was like working, making money.
Right.
For a year and a half. I had like a normal job.
Yeah.
And then yeah, I was getting to like to be honest, like once you quit music, but you're like at that point where like you don't feel like you could go back because you feel like a failure. But at the same time, you can't go on Melon or you can't go on these streaming sites and listen to music because you feel like that's my dream. I can't do it. So you feel bad. So I was at a point where I wasn't listening to music for like a good 6 months after the 3 years. Yeah. Not even a little bit. Like no music in my life at all. And then after the 6 months, I was kind of like started like picking it back up. I bought like studio stuff with the money I made. So after that, I started to look into like what companies, you know, were interested. And,
Yeah.
And that's when we met the Rose. Yeah.
That's super cool. So you're at your old company. You end up leaving. You're like, I'm not doing music. How did you then meet the Rose?
So what happened was I was already in talks with this one company. And during that period, the Rose, Leo, my member Leo was like, hey, we're doing a show. I have this band. It's called Windfall. We just need another electric guitar player that could sing. We need help. Like, let's do this. And you know, if it works out, like I want you in the band. Like it'll work out. It'll sound great. And I was kind of like, no, like you know, I've been preparing like my solo stuff. I don't know if I'm ready for the band. I haven't played electric guitar in such a long time. But Leo just kept pushing. He was like, "No, let's just please, like, let's just practice with us one time. Just do the show. Like, help us out." And that's what happened.
And then in history.
And then I told the company I was talking to, I was like, "Yo, if we're gonna sign me, let's sign like I want to do this band." And I think that's the only way this is gonna work out. So they ended up signing us.
What was it that made you want to do a band? Because clearly you could have done solo.
Yeah.
I'm sure even at your first company, I don't know what you were preparing for, but it could have been solo, it could have not been.
Yeah.
I think it's a very intentional decision to do a band.
I think for me, it was like I had forgotten for so long how, like my first dream ever, because I started playing the guitar before I sang. That was like, I started playing the electric guitar and then I sang like 5 years after that.
Oh, wow.
So for me, like my roots and like my dream, not my dream because I never wanted to be like a musician. I never thought that was possible. But like I always imagined like, oh, if I were to ever like do music, I think I want to play electric guitar in the band. I think I had forgotten about that. But when I went in the practice room with the Rose and I played, it kind of just hit me. I was like, this is what I want to do. And I was like, you know, solo's great. Like, yeah, you know, by yourself, like easier, whatever I thought. But I'd rather have a team that we could, you know, build stuff together. We could go up together. You know, we have each other's back and the music's great. I just felt all of those emotions in that first practice.
Wow.
I really did. It's so cheesy, I know, but I really did.
But what like a powerful thing to feel and to recognize and to know.
Yeah, it was amazing.
This is what I want to do.
Seriously.
You know.
I'm never like that like bold with my decisions. I think it out. I lay it out. I'm very and like at the end of the day, I will go with my heart no matter what. But that I just knew right away. I was like, this is it. Yeah.
Man, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's super cool. So you end up debuting as the Rose. And what was it like for you as soon as you guys debuted? When you finally debuted, what was that like?
You know what? To be honest, we were all very surprised. Like we didn't have a lot of funds. Like we didn't, you know, our company was just starting out. We were just starting out. You know, it wasn't like we had, we didn't have everything we wanted to have. You know, we kind of had to work with what we got. And it was a surprise. We never knew, like we loved the song, but we just never knew people could listen to Sorry, our debut song, just by being on YouTube. Like we never knew we could get that much traction. Yeah. So it was a surprise for us, but we believed in the song. It was just like, we just didn't know how they were going to find it. You know what I mean? Yeah. But they did. You know, more than we expected. And we started our first Europe tour, like first ever tour, like literally 3-4 months after that with like 2 songs out.
That's wild.
Yeah, crazy.
What was it like? I mean, 2 questions. Like, what was it like getting to go on tour? I think like going on tour is such a cool experience, but being able to do that as soon as you debut is also a very, very special experience. Then also only having 2 songs. What did y'all sing? So, I mean, to answer the first question, for me, I didn't know. I didn't expect or know, because like we just debuted. Everything's so hectic and crazy. I didn't know tours were gonna be that fun. Like I just didn't know what it was going to be like. And also having 2 songs, we were a band, so like we before we debuted, we got to practice for like a whole year, and we were in there like every day, like seriously from like 11 to like 10 p.m. No one told us to, but we wanted to. So that time really built us as a band. You know, the band we wanted to be. So we were writing songs throughout that 1 year, and we had songs that weren't released. Basically, it was songs that we wrote like, you know, for the first time while we were practicing. We had to write more songs for the tour. We also had some cover songs in hand. Okay. Yeah. So nice. 1 hour 30 set. Sheesh. Yeah. Exciting. That's nerve-wracking. Not easy. It was not easy. You know what? It was so not easy because
band sound to get the monitors right. I didn't know it was that confusing.
Like on stage?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've never had the experience.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
we had
I can't
in-ears.
even get my monitors right. Still, to this day. It drives me insane.
It does, right? It's the most agitated you could be before you go on stage, because if the rehearsal is bad and you're not really hearing, what you want to hear, it really messes you up.
Yeah. I feel that.
Yeah.
I've done 4 or 5 tours now. I feel that every show.
Oh my God, that's horrible. I know that feeling.
I don't know what it is. I'm like, there's a quality of sound you get when you're in the studio.
Exactly.
And that's what I like to sing to,
Mhm.
but I can never get that sound.
Oh, that's hard. You know what though? You know what helps?
What?
You could get your own monitor controlling box.
I need to get that.
Oh, it's amazing. You'll love it.
You need to send me or teach me how to do that.
Okay, it's easy. You have a mic stand. You just put it right here. So you could you could put reverb in there. You could adjust it the way you want to, like gain, like low. You know what I mean? But we, like for the Korean shows, we had that. We had the funds to do that, and it was amazing because I literally every song, like I could switch it if something's not right. You know what I mean? But for tours, it is a little bit harder because
Yeah. So you go on tour.
Yeah.
You guys have a blast. And was there a moment where you guys were like, man, we have a great shot? Or like, have you ever had a moment where you're like, we made it?
No, I think it's so funny because with the Rose, it's not that we're humble. It's more of like, we want to do so many great things. We expect so much from us that like, yeah, we're thankful and we're very grateful that things are happening that way. But we haven't reached the point where we're like, yeah, we're amazing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We always felt like we had to build and, really reach the limits of what we want to go to. And I don't think we've gotten even like 20% there yet.
That's exciting. Because there's so much that you and the Rose can do.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Thank you for saying that.
No, I feel like when we had drinks the other night, I was like, bro, you got this. But I really, I believe it because I think you guys are so talented, and I've told you this so many times, but like, I think your voice is incredible.
Thank you.
There's something so special about it. Like, I will regularly go on YouTube and just listen to some of your covers.
No way.
Like the Lainey song.
Oh yeah. That one's, yeah.
But I feel like you guys are so talented, and there aren't many. I think the reason that you guys are also special is because knowing that you guys come from a company that didn't have a lot of funds, and it was such like an underdog kind of vibe.
That's true.
To have fans and people attach themselves to your sound and your music and your voice and what you guys are about, there's something incredible there that I think is very powerful. So you guys have done a couple tours, right?
Yeah, we did. We did a couple. I think 2 US, if I'm right.
Okay.
3 Europe.
Man, that's a lot.
We did a US tour with like Mexico and Brazil as well.
Nice.
And we did like Manila and like a little bit of Asian countries too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After doing a couple tours, you have a bunch of music out. You have like a solo project out.
Yeah.
And then you've kind of just been chilling for a bit.
Literally chilling.
Yeah.
So the 8-9 years I've been in Korea, I haven't had a time off like that. A year and a half just doing nothing.
How was that?
It was a learning experience. I learned a lot. I got to see my friends. You know what I mean? I got to connect with a lot of people. I got to come here, meet my family, spend some time with my family. My brother, especially, like he's going through puberty. And, he doesn't even say "I love you" no more. So I'm like, he used to be such a cute thing.
Yeah.
But I wanted to be here for my family and everything. So it was a great experience.
Cool. I mean, speaking about family, what was your family's like reaction, or like what did they think of you going to Korea to do music and all that? Were they always supportive of that, or?
You know what? I think my mom, she's been supportive of everything and anything that I wanted to try in my life. So when I decided that I wanted to go to Korea to do music, she was like, "Yes, do it. It's your decision.
Mm,
You take care of it." That's always her thing.
mm.
Whatever you decide is okay, and I'm okay with it, but you have to take the responsibility for it.
No, that's cool. Like I feel like I mean, in many ways, she put the responsibility on you from the get go.
Yeah, she did.
Like
She
you
did.
figure it out.
Yeah.
Were you pretty independent all the time growing up? In that sense,
Yes, I was.
Mm.
I think because most of the times it was just my mom
Mhm.
and me. It was just me. Yeah, it was just my mom and me.
Mm-hmm.
That a lot of times I had to figure stuff on my own,
Mm-hmm.
and I got used to it, and I like doing that too.
Mm-hmm.
Now I do, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think she really taught me how to be, because she's a very independent woman as well.
Uh-huh.
She's very independent, so I think she really taught me how to, you know, survive in this cruel world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've just been chilling, taking a break, seeing family, seeing friends,
Yes.
doing your thing, which is great, which is
Amazing.
healthy.
Yeah.
But one of the reasons you're here is to talk about new music,
Yes.
because you have been writing new music throughout that time, right?
a lot of new music.
That's exciting.
I have so much new music that this one it's like stacked up. Like this one is from like 2 years ago before
Oh,
before I was resting. So like I have all these songs that I want to show people and my fans and everybody. But it's like stacked up. Like I have this in my head. Like I just can't for some reason. Like, you know, like you go like, right, it stacks up. And like if this is the beginning and this is like the later songs, I just can't get this and like put it out here for some reason.
Okay.
Right. I don't know why. Maybe I'll do it one day. But for me, I always have to go in order.
I mean, you got to do what feels right to you.
Yeah.
For me, I think I had that period, and now I'm like, I don't care.
You're just like, whatever is better.
Whatever, at this point, I'm like, whatever feels right in that moment. I think that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
And for me, like, I've been writing so many different things.
True.
Like, I played you a couple things right before we started.
I loved it, by the way.
Thank you.
So good.
Thank you. But they're so different, too. I just don't know, like, that's like, I'm like, what do we put out? I don't know.
That's true. That's true. But I just feel like, because like if I go in like this timeline and I don't release this and I release this, I feel like I cannot release this ever again.
Yeah.
Because it's so different. Like I feel like
true.
every time we just mature as time passes, and at that stage, like I'm not here no more.
Right.
Like if I don't release this. So I think that was my biggest concern. But I'm excited because I have so much coming out, and
yeah,
I'll just be like boom, 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 boom.
That's cool. What has been a lot of the inspiration behind your songwriting and your music?
You know, like I think for me, to be honest, books, movies, personal life. And it's never one thing. Like it could be something that's personal, and then I could kind of like go kind of try to imagine. It's like writing a story almost. Right. But the emotions are there. You know what I mean? Like I pick an emotion, like what did I feel, you know, at this period of time? I felt like this because of this, and I get the theme, and that's my emotions. But like sometimes, usually when I write, I try to go with like I don't try to go 100% personal, and you know, kind of writing a story.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think I'm the same way. I think I get inspired by certain things, and if I've felt it, then I can write to it. But if I haven't, I imagine what that's like.
Exactly.
I don't know where or why or when there was a certain expectation that like singers should only sing about exactly what is true only to them.
It's fair. I mean, at the end of the day, it is entertainment. Right. You know what I mean?
I think it's storytelling.
Yeah, storytelling. And like, that's why I try so hard, and I try to really, when we write songs and when we write lyrics, I try so hard to get into it because I want to present it the way the song is made, right, to the audience and everything. So it's almost like, I mean, I don't want to compare it, and I don't want to make this like it's almost like acting. You know what I mean? You are acting that part for that song, right? And you want people to relate to it, right? And it's very genuine at the same time. So it's like, yeah.
Has there been a particularly difficult song or personal or emotional song that has really resonated with you in the songs that you are, I guess, haven't released yet, or even things you have released? Like, is there something that really just kind of pulls at you that makes you really vulnerable in terms of your lyrics or the songwriting process?
I think for me, the Rose songs we usually write together, so it's always mixed, right? We have themes. Someone might bring the melody, someone might bring the lyrics. It's always different, right? But the one song I could really relate to for myself is it was in my first solo album. It was called Lonely. It's called Wero. That song is a song that is based off of, like, I could say, like, wait, hold on, what is that song about? I don't want to say the wrong thing.
Dude, happens to me all the time.
Yeah, right. I gotta think about it. Okay, well, the first half of that song is like literally, it was in my notes. I wrote my feelings out. So if you look at if you listen to the song, the first half of the song is about literally my emotions. It's not about a certain person. It's not about, like, it was literally about how I felt during tours sometimes. And I wrote that on the airplane. I didn't write it as a song. I just wrote down how I felt, and somehow it became a song. And the other half, I kind of had to create a story, kind of to prolong.
To make it keep going,
Yeah, to make it keep going. But yeah, that song hits me differently every time. Yeah.
I feel like we all have those few songs that do it. But
definitely.
Your song's out now, your new song.
Yes.
Tell us all about it.
Okay, I'm excited. Lazy is about being lazy. Literally, I feel like anyone could relate to this. Even if you're on point every day, you have moments where you are lazy, especially, not being able to go out so much. And during the times we had to stay home, I felt like myself personally, I got lazier and lazier and lazier. But the funny thing is, I wrote the song way before anything happened. So it was, I don't know. For me, I always liked this song. I always wanted to release it as a single.
Yeah.
I had the music video in my head for like 2 years now. And it turned out great. There's a little storyline, like there's that process of me being lazy to, you know what, I'm not going to be lazy anymore. And like a quick transition. And I love it. I love the visuals, the aesthetics for the room. Like, I had that pictured in my mind for like such a long time. But our DP, our music video team, they did they exceeded my expectations. Yeah, awesome. It was amazing. The aesthetics were beautiful. Colors are beautiful.
I can't wait to see it. I mean, as we're doing this show, I haven't been able to see it yet. I've heard the song.
Correct.
I'm really excited to see it.
Yes.
All right, here's a question. The song is about lazy. What is like the laziest thing you've ever done, or the laziest you've ever been?
That's so hard because I feel like I'm always lazy. The laziest thing.
Or like one thing you're like, I can't believe I'm this lazy.
No, literally, you know how there's been a time I was in my room, but I was too lazy to go to the bathroom. So I held it. I didn't even eat. I didn't want to get up. So I stayed in bed until like I literally could
would
not
explode.
Yeah.
Hey, I think we've all been there. Relatable.
Right? Relatable.
It's like there's that thing of like right when you're about to fall asleep. You're like, I think I gotta go. But you're like, I'm not getting out of bed.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'll see you in the morning.
Right? Oh no. You wake up in the middle of the morning.
Yeah. You're like, oh gosh, I gotta go. That's pretty relatable. I'm trying to think like, do I have a really late? I mean, I don't.
How lazy can you get?
I'm pretty lazy.
I feel that. I mean, like everybody is.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, there are people that are like on point every day, and I respect that, but a little bit of laziness is not bad.
No, not at all. Be nice to yourself. Be kind to yourself.
Exactly.
That is what we should rebrand laziness as not something negative, but we should rebrand it as being kind to yourself.
I agree. It's not negative. Like being lazy is like relaxing. You know what I mean? Like you could get your stuff done, but when you do have it done, like relax.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. there was a point in that song,
Mm.
in your song "Lazy," where you scream.
Yeah.
How? I mean, I feel like it's a very impactful moment in that song.
Yeah.
How and why did that scream get in there?
No, literally what happened was one day I don't shave too often. You know, I don't have I scream right after the line, I'm so sick of shaving. I don't even shave that much. But honestly, like look at it from my perspective. Like I didn't have to shave at all growing up. Like for me, like I don't have too much hair on my face. I shaved like even as an adult, like 23, 25, like 24, I shaved once a week.
Wow.
At the most.
That's great.
Nah, but then it gradually like 26, 27, it kept like the days.
It's thicker.
Yeah, it gets thicker. The days keep getting shorter. And one day I was late to something. I was late to a schedule because it was so, it was in the morning, very early morning. We slept like 2 hours. But I have to go on camera. But I have little prickles, right? And I was shaving, but I was agitated. I was very agitated at that moment. But like I washed my face, put all the lotion on. I was about to leave, check myself in the mirror. I was like, oh, I didn't shave. So I was like shaving and I wanted to scream. And I was like, but I couldn't scream because my members were sleeping. But I was like, that's when I was like, okay.
Real life experiences.
I'm sick of shaving.
Could you recreate your anguishing scream for us here?
Oh my God, are you sure? Are you sure?
Turn it down a little bit. I don't want you to blast your ears. But
like you want me to do that line and like
yeah, I want you to show us your that anguish, that pain, that, you know. I want you to channel it. What are you thinking about as you're getting there?
Like I'm literally thinking about the time I was in front of the mirror.
Yeah.
And I wanted to punch the mirror because I forgot to shave.
Amen.
And I had all this lotion on me. Now I have to wipe it off.
Oh gosh.
Put the lotion on again. I'm so sick of shaving. Oh my God. I don't want
Wow, that was a great build-up though.
Yeah, right.
That just got me really tense.
I was like,
oh.
I can't scream, guys. I'm not a screamer.
Okay.
I'm not a screamer.
All right, fair. I'll do it for you guys. You do the I'm so sick of shit and I'll scream. All right, Liz, are you ready?
I'm so sick of shaving. That's how I felt though, literally.
It was more of a grunty scream. I wanted to channel the inner like
I felt that. I felt that.
Troll.
Yeah.
You know?
The inner agitation.
Yeah.
I felt that.
It's like a chama. It's like you're holding on to it and you want but you can't. You gotta,
yeah, you know that feeling? But you get more mad because you're not letting it out, right? You're like,
That's how you cut yourself, dude.
I know, right?
You gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. All right, so song's out.
Yeah.
It's great, but what's even more exciting is you have more coming.
Oh, a lot more.
What can we look forward to? What's coming up? What's on the radar, dude?
The next single. So like I wanted to start soft. I wanted to start with the song and Lazy is great. I have a perfect visualization for it. It needed to go with the music video, Lazy. And I wanted to start soft. You know, easy listening, not too hard on the ears. But for the next single, it's like there, like, you know, it's more like once you hear it, you're like, you like this song. It's like you like this song.
You
like
know
Lazy,
you like, yeah.
Lazy is more like you listen to it, you're like, not bad. And then after a while, like if you keep listening to it, you're kind of like, oh yeah. You keep coming back to it. But this song, like you first hear it, like you like this song. I like you. It's more like I like it. Very upfront. One thing I could say is it's very retro.
All right.
This song actually was written before Lazy, but it was supposed to be the title of the Face album. Wolf.
Oh, really?
But I couldn't make it because it just didn't fit the album. Had it for such a long time.
But hopefully soon it'll be out.
Very soon, I think. If it goes as planned.
All right.
Very soon.
I wanted to ask you actually.
Yeah.
Wolf. What is that like your spirit animal?
You know what?
What's the deal?
I think for me, like I love the saying, "Don't judge a book by its cover."
Yeah.
And like I always told my friends this too. Like for wolves, you know how people think they're not cute. You know, they're not like but they're more. They look dangerous. They look like wildlings,
Yeah.
right? And they look very aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
But if you look into wolves and like their history, like they're such a romantic animal. Like they're very loyal. They stay with the pack. They're pack animals. They look at the moon and they cry at night. Like it's almost like you look in the moon and you're like singing and like, you know, it's very what do you call it? It's very sensitive in a way. And you know, I just wanted to always present to people that side of like, you know, we cannot ever judge a book by its cover. From the outside, you know, if we don't know the inside, we cannot say or we cannot judge.
Okay.
And I don't know, it just stuck.
So
it just
deep.
stuck with me. It just stuck with me. They're so beautiful. They're beautiful creatures. Yeah, I look at like YouTube videos of them sometimes, and
So deep.
yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
Wait, you look at YouTube videos of wolves?
Yeah, literally just like wolf
running?
Yeah, just
Wolf
like
packs?
yeah, what they do, and
All right.
yeah, they're very loyal and they're very they're very pack. They're very pack animals.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Wolf pack. Who is in your wolf pack?
Who's in my wolf pack?
Yeah.
That's actually the name of my company.
You're releasing stuff under your own label.
Yes.
Your own company.
My own company.
Tell us about it.
I don't even know where to start. So much going on.
Yeah.
So much things that we need to take care of.
Right.
I expected that as I was creating the company.
Right.
But I didn't know it was that much. And I you know, I'm here for it. I love the experience. We have a great team going. They're the wolf pack. Like our team that we have going, they're the wolf pack. Of course, like the Rose are my like personal wolf packs, and Matt, like BM, my friend Drew, Ashley. There's people that, you know, that are there, that are always there for me, and I'm always there for them. So
all right.
Yeah. And Eric, you're my wolf pack, right?
I'm honored. Yeah. I don't have a wolf pack, but if I did, you would be in it.
Yes, thank you.
But congrats on the label, the new company, on the wolf pack.
Yeah, thank you.
Since you brought up our good friends BM and Ashley,
yeah,
we want to know, what are two things that other people may not know about these two people?
Oh my God.
Yeah, spill something.
I love this.
Spill something for us. Spill a secret about BM and Ashley here on the TheRoseFB show. How
far?
That's up to you, dog.
Let's see. Ashley. She's a morning person, by the way, too. I don't know if you guys already knew that, but even though she might look a little cold outside, she's very, very warm in the heart. Like I think even when I first met her, I was kind of scared of her too. You know what I mean? She was a Nuna, like, but she came and she was like, you know, she was already the boss. So I was kind of like, I was scared, you know? She has that aura, aura, and I respect it. But then, you know, once you talk to her, she's very heartwarming. Matthew.
This is an expression of I know too many things.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. I don't want to spill too much, you know what I mean? Like, Matthew,
and we'll leave it there.
Thank you.
We're going to leave it there.
Yeah. It's nothing bad. It's just,
nothing bad.
I don't know if, I respect them.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah.
We love you, BM. We love you, Matt.
Yeah, we do.
We do.
We do.
What a great guy.
Oh, you know what though? Matthew has always been like that. He's been so positive. He's a teddy bear. You know how he's like so big and like muscles?
Yeah.
But like in the inside, he's like soft.
He's such a nice
so
dude.
soft, you know?
Like he's such a good guy. Like that's,
oh yeah.
I think we were like, what's BM? I mean, the dude's just a good guy.
Yeah, no, I agree.
That's like all I can ever say about the dude.
Yeah.
But alrighty, sounds good. Now I'm trying to think. We have a couple things to just like rapid things up because I know we've been talking forever.
Okay.
So we have a couple fan questions.
Yes.
This is from Ima Riam.
Imariam.
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 Is there anything you'd like to do or try at all? And what is it?
Oh,
I
like
guess
anything.
yeah, random.
Those are the hardest.
You can literally say anything.
You know
What's
what?
something that you've always wanted to do that you never
Got to
haven't?
do?
Yeah.
Damn, I always do what I want to do.
Oh damn! What a boss.
I'm like so stubborn in that. But I
Yeah.
think the one thing I didn't get to try, and this is not like I'm not in a hurry to do this, is skydiving.
Oh,
Mm-mm-mm.
it's fun.
Yeah. Is it? Oh, how is
I
it?
liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you done bungee?
No, like I don't think I could do bungee because
Dude.
that's like too realistic.
Bungee's. I'll never do it again. Skydiving, I'd do it again.
Right? Because it's more like, you don't really see the bottom.
Dude, like it's a thing of when you're bungee jumping, you're intentionally jumping off a cliff
Exactly.
on your own will.
Yeah, I cannot do that.
Is wild.
Oh no, I'm what do you call that?
Oh,
I'm frightened by heights. There's a word for that.
Acrophobia?
I'm afraid of heights.
Agoraphobia? Hold on. I'm gonna be hold on.
Yeah.
Acrophobia.
Acrophobia.
Fear of heights. Okay.
Yeah, definitely
All right,
have
there you
that.
go. There's from Dorian. What
Dorian.
was the last thing you laughed so hard you had to pee? When was the last time you had to you laughed so hard you had to pee?
I don't know. You know what? After like high school, I think I don't remember a time laughing so hard.
Man.
Let me think. These are such hard questions.
No, these are the life-changing type of questions that we get.
Yeah, now you guys are like making me look back into my life.
Yeah,
like
just
I love
really
this.
focusing in on what the meaning
Yeah.
of life is.
I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm sorry, I cannot remember. Like I don't want to lie. I can't remember. Yeah.
He can't remember,
Yeah.
but that's why we have a segment that forces him not to remember anything, but just answer things.
Okay,
All right,
amazing.
lightning rounds. All right, here we
Yeah.
go. Just answer the first thing that pops into your head.
Cool.
All right, first one.
Cool.
Sing Street or Lion King?
Sing Street.
Ooh, texting or calling?
Texting.
If you could master any instrument in the world, what would it be?
Saxophone.
Ooh. It's lunchtime. What do you eat?
Oh, that was hard. Spaghetti and meatballs.
Spaghetti and meatballs. Okay.
Yeah.
5 wolfies or 1 5-ton wolfie?
Whoa. 1 5-ton wolfie?
Yeah, I don't know how that's possible.
Like Clifford? Like the big red dog?
Yes. One big red
shoot.
dog or 5 wolfies.
Okay, well, first of all, 1 wolfie is hard enough. Are you kidding me? Oh, let me tell you about Wolfie. Let me fill you guys in about Wolfie
Please,
because
spill it.
he's cute. He's handsome. I love him. He's my son. However,
Yeah.
he has the worst separation anxiety.
Mm.
And he's part husky.
Mm.
He is loud. He's very vocal. He's smart too. You know what I mean? He's smart too. And
Yeah.
I love him. And sometimes he rips everything up. Sometimes if I leave, like he's very attached to me. So if I like leave, he would literally trash the place.
Wow.
Because but we're trying. We're training. We're training.
You're talking
He's
things
getting better.
through.
Mm-hmm.
You're having
I sit him down. I'm
counseling
like,
with
Wolfie,
him. Yeah.
Daddy has to go work.
Yeah.
I have to feed you. I have to buy. You don't eat cheap food. You know what I mean? Like he's allergic to some of the foods.
Oh, really?
Like the first foods I bought, like he would get like tear marks and he would keep itching, like licking. So I was like, okay, we've tried 10 different foods already.
Wow.
And you know what works? The expensive ones.
It's like organic.
Yeah, organic.
USDA
And you know
steak
what?
only.
And of course, I would love for my Wolfie to eat those nice things. So what do I have to? I have to leave. I gotta, go out. You have to stay alone. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
and we're talking it out, like you said. We're
Okay,
having
good.
conversations. Good conversations.
Open dialogue is very important.
Mhm, mhm,
Yeah. Very
mhm.
good.
Yeah.
So 5 wolfies or 1 5-ton wolfie?
1 5-ton Wolfie. I mean, like I don't know how we're gonna control him because
Yeah.
he's gonna be like ow, ow, and that's gonna be really loud. So
Oh, wow.
yeah, maybe we move to like a barn or something.
Yeah,
Just
I mean,
me
that's
and
fair.
him. Yeah.
Completely fine. Most played song on your playlist?
Most played song on my
Yeah.
playlist? Oh, I don't even know, but probably our song. Just I don't know, just to
Yeah.
get the streams. I don't know.
There you go. Shout it out. Everybody stream it.
Stream the Rose.
Stream lazy.
Stream lazy, guys.
Shower in the morning or at night?
Ooh. I'd rather shower in the morning, but usually if I had a rough day, both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair. Favorite song to perform?
Take Me Down by The Rose.
Can you give us like a small
Mm.
acapella clip it?
Take me down, I'm under cold rain again.
Your fans are blank.
Yeah, my fans are Black Roses.
There you go. Well, dude,
Mm.
thanks so much for coming, joining us on the TEDx show.
Oh, that was it?
That's it.
No.
Like, unless there's anything else you want to
Sure.
talk about.
Oh
We can
no,
talk
no,
about anything.
I think we. No, I'm good. Thank you.
Yeah?
Yeah. No, thank you for inviting me.
No, of course.
Yeah.
I'm so glad we could do this. I'm so glad you're putting music out again.
Thank you.
I'm so
honored.
glad we've been able to hang.
Yes, I love the hang.
It's been fun.
Thank you so much, Eric.
Yeah. You guys be sure to check out Woosung's new song, Lazy, and look out for a lot of his new music coming very soon. I guess, okay, before we go, a lot of people were asking, like, people can expect stuff from The Rose in the future too,
Oh,
right?
that is one. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I need to say this.
Please say this.
Oh
yes.
yeah, I need to say this. The Rose, the other members are serving the country. They're in the army. They're doing well. They miss all of you guys. We have a lot of new music. They're even writing songs in the army. So expect us until they come out.
You heard it here first. Breaking news.
Dun dun dun.
That was great. I like
Yeah.
this is great synergy.
Yeah, I love it.
It's great.
Yeah.
Yin and yang. It's
Yin and
working out. All right. Where can people find you online? Just plug it real quick.
I Woosung Instagram, Woosung official Twitter. I don't know how I got that one. I just made a Twitter. Woosung official. Are
You
we're
got
talking
it?
about- Yeah.
I'm Eric, not official.
Are you?
Bro, yin and
Yeah,
yang.
yin and yang. Yeah.
Gosh,
Okay.
this is
Yeah.
magical.
Yeah, I was so happy to claim that. Like no one had it, so I was like, oh hell yeah.
There you go.
Okay, and I Woosung on YouTube. I think.
Just everybody search it.
yeah. Just
Do it. Do
yeah.
the thing. You know what to do. Subscribe. Do all the things.
Thank you.
Again, thanks so much for joining us. Everybody, please be sure to subscribe and follow this show
Yes.
and all of us at the Dive Studios. We have a lot of great stuff coming. A lot of it's secretive, but we do have a lot of stuff coming. And also, if you haven't noticed, Woosung and I are wearing our new Dive Studios hoodies, which we did not plan at all.
We actually didn't plan
We
it, but
didn't plan it
no,
at
but it's
all.
actually really nice. Like I love the fit, and I was like, yeah, I want to wear this today.
Well, thank you. I
Gotta
literally walked in
represent.
and I was like, are we? There wasn't a memo, right? And you're
No,
like,
there wasn't.
All right, cool. Well, thanks. You guys can check it out. Shop.divestudios.io. Get it quick. What else is there? We did a lot of TikToks, and they are going to be very interesting. So please check it out on our TikTok channel. Everybody, please stay safe, stay healthy, and we have a lot more great stuff coming for you. Finally, this is like the official thing that we do for all of our guests. We ask them to improvise a quick outro jingle for the TEDx show. It could be anything.
It could be anything I want.
Anything you want.
What's a jingle though?
Just like an outro song.
Oh, a song.
Like a
like a melody.
yeah, like 5 seconds, 10 seconds, whatever.
Dun dun dun. Dive Studios. Eric Nam. Subscribe. Like, comment. Check out Eric's music. It's dope. I love you guys. Thank you for joining us at Dive Studios. Dun dun dun. Dive Studios. Dun dun dun. Dive Studios. You don't like that one? Dun
No,
dun dun
I
dun.
just-
Dive Studios.
This is great. This is
I'll
great.
give you a couple of them.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think we should just use all of them. But
Yeah.
all right. Anything else you wanted to say? Or are we good? To your fans? I don't know if there's anything else.
Thank you.
Great. Dun dun dun.
Dive Studios.
All right. See you guys next week. Bye.
Bye bye.